to tonight's game of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Iken. We have some new players, but I'll be your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. Alright, so thank you everyone for joining. We're gonna start with a quick introduction, just to get everyone here familiar with who they're gonna be gaming with tonight. D&D is all about having fun, telling a story, and sharing an experience, right? Sharing some memorable times. Alright, so I'll start with the introductions, then new players you can introduce yourself, and then returning players you can as well. So just we're just gonna introduce who we are. We like to go by, if it's okay with you, a lot of us will go by our first or last name just to keep things professional here, and to of course build some camaraderie, so some trust. And then we also like to talk about so where we're from and what we do, right? Outside of this, if you want, just so everyone has, everyone knows something a little bit about you, right? Like I said, I'll start. My name's Iken, and I'm from Minnesota originally. I currently live and work in Japan. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm just running D&D games during the week. But I usually only run D&D games on the weekends. Um, and also, um, so what I do outside of this, of course, I just I work. I work in Japan, um, and I run D&D on the weekend, as I already said. I've been running D&D online since about 2016, and I started playing D&D in 2013. Yeah, that's pretty much everything there is about me here. And then when you're ready, we'll just go down the list. So, Bing Bong, what's your, or Bing Bing, sorry, what's your
Um,
first name?
no, hey you guys. You can just call me Chi. That's my first name. I am currently in the Philippines, born and raised. This is my first time playing D&D, so please go easy on me. If I make any mistakes, please tell me. Uh, I've never played before, but I've always wanted to, so I guess this is my lucky day. I'm in uni. I'm an IT student. So
Awesome, thank you for joining us. And nice to meet you. You say your name is Chi.
yeah, you can call me
Um,
Chi. That's my
how
first
do you
name.
spell it?
It's CHI, but there's really no H in my name because of the way it's pronounced. They put an H.
Oh, I see. I
Sorry
get it.
to interrupt, but didn't Futurama play this once, like for an episode?
Yes, they did.
Ah,
Dungeons and Dragons
yeah,
with
that was
Gary
sick.
Gygax, the original creator, with Dave Arneson. Yeah,
Yeah, those episodes went hard as fuck.
they
If they
did.
were
I
playing
loved
that.
them. All right. Yeah, you guys get to try some old style D&D. There are two versions, kind of. There's modern D&D and there's original style or old school style D&D. We're playing some old school style D&D. Some of you might be familiar with modern D&D. That's okay. I'll show you the main difference. It can be summed up by two pictures. Just keep it simple. If you go into the Tavern channel, I will pin these pictures for you, so then you can kind of understand the difference between modern D&D and old style D&D. So they're both different and they're good in their own ways. So different styles though. Alright, if you go there, I'll ping it. You can see just like the pointer, right? So you look at it. One picture on the left, that's modern D&D. It's a depiction of Critical Role's cast, and on the right is what you're gonna get into, original D&D. It's
You
just about
linked
a
it.
bunch of men seeking a fortune. Alright.
Wait, where do we see it?
If you go into the tavern, I pinged
Tavern.
a
Oh yeah,
message.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the
All right.
pictures are a good way to kind of just separate the differences, the style and mood of both uh, modern D&D versus old style D&D. All right, but moving forward, um, let's see. Drew just introduced himself, kind of, right? No, not yet. So
Uh,
Drew, so Chi
uh,
introduced herself. Drew, when you're ready, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
okay. Uh, I'm from America, from New Mexico, and I'm studying business,
Ooh,
entrepreneurship, business. All right.
nice to meet you, Drew. Thank you for joining us. And do you go by Drew or? Is that good?
Yeah, Drew or Andrew, pretty much.
Sounds good. What do you prefer, Andrew or Drew?
Probably Drew.
All right, cool. Nice to meet you, Drew. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then Severiano, when you're ready, go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Severiano. I'm from North America. I like to stay anonymous, but I've played D&D a couple times before, so I shouldn't be too much trouble.
Mm-hmm. All right, welcome back.
Thanks.
And then thank you. Um, Damien, when you're ready.
Yeah, well, my name's Damien. I'm a security guard right now. I'm planning to go study law in September, so yeah.
Awesome, welcome back, bro. And thank you everyone for introducing yourself. Um, we're gonna move on to introducing you to what you're getting into tonight. I'll tell you what D&D is all about here, and then how we play it, and then we're gonna roll your character, and from there we'll be ready to start the adventure. So very quickly, I'll introduce you to what we're doing. We're playing, of course, old school style Dungeons and Dragons. It's a game where you tell stories with dice, pretty much. In this game, there's going to be a dungeon master. He's going to be your guide into the world of Dungeons and Dragons, and he'll be describing to you your experience in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, and your situation. You'll be joining as players, and you'll take on the role of adventuring characters who are campaigning for fame and fortune. You acquire this by hunting down monsters, treasures, and bounties, typically from dungeons guarded by dragons. And let's see. Once you are knowing who your character is and you have your character ready, you get to decide your own actions, what you're gonna do to earn this fame and fortune, to win this game of D&D. Once you have decided your action, together you and the dungeon master will figure out the results. Typically, what's the roll of the dice, and that's really all there is to D&D. That's how the story is told. It's told through a game and in our imaginations. Yeah, you imagine the
Okay.
situation based on what everyone is discussing, and that's pretty much it. That's role playing. That's playing D&D. Um, so with that said, now you kind of know how to play D&D, right? It's like a fortune teller. It's like the dungeon master, and the dice are like this crystal ball, and you're the
Right.
customer. All right, that's it. Um, any questions or concerns before we start rolling your characters?
Who's gonna go first?
We'll just go down the list. So we'll start with Chi, and then Drew, and then Silviano. Let's see.
All right, let's go.
Awesome. Thank you all for listening. Let's see. We're gonna start with ability scores. Ability scores are your characters, or ability scores are a reflection of your character's flaws and talents. Okay. So the first one we test is your character's strength. It's their ability in hand-to-hand combat, physical prowess, and brawn. So let's see. We're gonna check cheese first. Let's see.
Hmm.
And get it written up. And if you have a pencil and paper, I highly recommend that you have something to write
Okay.
on and take these
I'll
notes
use
down.
my phone.
Your phone is fine.
I,
Yep. So I'll be writing these down as well, but
It's
just
2023 after all.
yes, sir. Let's see. All right. So chi. We're gonna determine your strength score.
All right, let's
All right.
go.
So any score that is 3 to 8 is considered low. And any score that's 9 to 12 is normal. 13 to 18 is high. So you can see that she has a low strength already. It's a score of 7.
I
So
got
her
a
character,
7.
yeah,
Jeez.
she's kind of weak. Okay. Next
Okay.
is her intelligence. Alright, so it's 9. She's normal intelligence. She can read and write. Wisdom is next. Is this your character's
Jeez.
common sense, right? Sensibility. So she got to 10. Wisdom, that's good. Alright, dexterity is next. It's her hand-eye coordination. She got 8. She's kind of clumsy.
I got what?
You have 8 dexterity. You're a
Okay.
bit slow and clumsy, unfortunately. Not too slow, but a
Jeez.
little bit.
Not too
Um,
slow.
Constitution is how tough your character is. Endurance and such. You got 13. It's very good. Okay. Charisma. Alright, this is your character's like charm, leadership skills. She got 7. She's kind of shy. Alright. So, not terrible. Could be better, but we'll move on to Drew's character next. Strength is
All
first.
right,
In the world
all
of
right.
D&D, your character has a strength of 8. He's a little weak.
Okay.
Let's see.
So what I write? A little weak.
You can write strength 8. STR 8. see your
Strength
score.
8.
All right. Intelligence. Yours is 7. It's a little low
Alright.
too. Cannot read or write.
What's the max?
18. Lowest is 3.
18.
All right.
Wait, would you say 8? Did you say 8?
18
Or
is
7?
the highest you can get.
No. What did I get for intelligence?
Oh, you have 7.
Alright.
And your wisdom is 11. And your dexterity is 9.
Dexterity.
And your constitution is 13.
Thank you.
Constitution.
Your charisma is 14. Very good. Alright, next is Severiano. Gonna roll a new character for you as well. Alright, first is your strength. It's gonna be 7. Your intelligence is 10. Your wisdom is 11. Dexterity is 10. And tonight's pretty average. Let's see, Constitution is 10. And Charisma is 6. Alright, hopefully the dice will be treating you better soon. Alright, next is your class. So this is very important. Class is your role in the
Hold on.
party, your set of skills or responsibility to your crew.
Did
So
you roll
there's-
me a character?
What was that?
Did you roll me a character?
Yes.
I only caught the last 4. The Wisdom 11, Dexterity 10, Constitution 10, and Charisma 6. I was distracted from the first bit.
No worries. Your strength is 7 and your intelligence is 10.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. Alright. Next is class. So there's 7 classes to choose from.
Class.
4 of which belong to the race of men and 3 of which belong to demi-humans. You okay, Damien? Getting
Yeah, I'm
sleepy?
good.
Alright. So, for class, the first 4 classes belong to humans. These are clerics, fighters, magic users, and thieves. And the next 3 classes belong to demi-humans. These are dwarves, elves, and halflings. So, I'm gonna describe each one a little bit. Clerics are basically holy men like vampire hunters and templars. Their role is to turn undead, to compel evil. Next is fighter. These are like your mercenaries and knights. They're the best at fighting naturally, have fighting skill, and their role is to fight and defend for the party, right? Fight for the party, defend the party. There's magic users. Magic users are like witches, warlocks, and wizards and such. Their role is to use their knowledge and their magic powers to help the party, right? They have magical spells, can conjure, sorcery and supernatural powers. Then there's thieves. These are like your rangers, burglars, assassins, and such. Their main role is to use their many skills to help hunt monsters and treasures for the party and act like a thief, of course. Then there's elves. Elves are good at fighting. They're from mystic lands and such, so they're also good at using magic. Dwarves are from underground, right? Mountain halls. They're very good at fighting and exploring dungeons. Expert miners and such, right? Construction. Then there's halflings. Halflings are small folk from the wilderness, and they're very, or the kind of the rural areas of human settlements and such. And they're really good at fighting and hiding. Particularly good at using missile weapons, bows and arrows and such. Alright, so those are your choices, and based on your choices, or available choices, I'll make some recommendations based on your scores. Starting with Chi, your intelligence and wisdom is pretty good, so I recommend magic user or cleric for you.
Can I be magic user instead?
Sounds good. And then Drew, your
Yeah.
wisdom and dexterity is decent. I recommend you're gonna be a thief or a cleric.
I'll go with the thief.
Sounds good. And then Severiano, pretty much everything but your strength was bad. So I recommend any class but the fighter, pretty much, and dwarf and elf and halfling. So
Hold on.
So
magic
You said I had
user.
7 strength? Or 17 strength? I didn't hear what your strength
Oh, you have
was.
7 strength. 7.
You said my strength was good at 7?
No, it's bad. So that's why I don't recommend any fighting classes. I recommend cleric, magic user, or thief for you.
I'll be thief.
Alright, good to go. Okay,
Thief
now we're
gang.
gonna roll your hit points. It's your character's will to live, pretty much, how hard they can get hit before they're dead. The average man in old school D&D only has 2 hit points, so a dagger would kill you if you got hit. But the average magic user or thief only has 1 to 4 hit points, on average 2 as well. So we're gonna roll your hit points, starting with our cleric, or sorry, not a cleric, or a magic user. It's got 1 hit point with a +1 bonus because it's just tough. You got a high constitution of 13, so you got 2 hit points instead. And Drew has a +1
Okay.
bonus as well. So here we go. 1 hit point +1 is 2. Alright, and then
Nice.
last one is for our last thief, Siriano, no bonus. 4 hit points,
Lucky.
very lucky. Alright, so next is your money, very important. Will determine your starting equipment. Okay, so 3 to 18 is how much you can start with at the start. She's very rich. She got 13 pieces of silvers. Should get her enough.
Okay.
And then
Rich hoe.
Drew starts with 15 pieces of silver, even richer. And then Siriano starting with 9 silver, not bad. Alright, so
Dom the riches.
indeed, first we gotta buy you each a set of clothes, personal protection against your environments. Common way to die in Dungeons and Dragons, if you're not smart about it, is disease. So, let's see. Gotta make sure you're protected. Next, we gotta get you some equipment for your class. It's gonna be a spellbook for the magic user, and for the thief, it's your thief tools, lockpicks and such. Alright, so once you got that, you've already spent 3 of your silvers each. So we're gonna start with Chi first. You got 10 silver left. We gotta get you a missile weapon first to hunt monsters with. Your options are sling, short bow, crossbow, or longbow, or none.
Damn. I'll get a longbow instead.
That's the best one. It's the most expensive though. It costs 5
No.
silvers. Is that okay?
5.
It's half your
You know what?
money.
I'll take it.
Alright. Good choice. Let's see, longbow. You got 10 arrows with it. Right. And then everyone else will get you a missile weapon real quick too. So starting with Drew, you got 12 silvers left. Which missile weapon would you like?
Which ones are there? Can you name
Yep, sling, shortbow, crossbow, or longbow.
them? Ooh, crossbow.
Okay, good choice. Very deadly, accurate but slow.
How much is the crossbow?
Crossbow is 4 silvers with corals included.
How many quarries? Morals?
You get 7.
I'll take the crossbow too.
Okay.
That leaves me at two silver, right?
You were at 6 minus 4, 2. Yeah. Alright.
What am I left at?
You were at 12 minus 5. You're at 7. No, minus 4. You're at 8. Yeah.
Do I have like 5 silver left?
Yes, you have 5 left. Now we have to get you a melee weapon. So hand-to-hand combat weapon, like a dagger or spear, hand axe, short sword, your choice. What do you think?
What's the cheapest one?
For 1 silver, you can get either a knife or a staff or a small tool. Do you want to
Take
go
the
higher?
I'll take the knife.
Okay, sounds good. Focus on your missile weapon. And then, for Drew, which melee weapon would you like?
Can you name them?
Yeah. Well, how much are you willing to spend on your melee weapon? You've got about 8 silver left.
About 3 or 4.
3 or 4? Okay, so for 3 you can get either a spear or a hand axe. Those are really good. For 4 you can get a, let's see,
I'll go with the hand axe.
hand axe? Okay, 3 silvers for that.
So now I'm at 5.
Hmm.
5 silver.
Yeah, you're at 5 left. Okay, and then Severiano, with your last
Mm,
two, you can
No
get a
melee
dagger. What was
No,
that?
I don't want to melee. Can I get a cloak instead?
A cloak? You can already have a cloak. It's part of your set of clothes.
Oh, okay, then I don't want
Unless you want
anything.
a heavy cloak. So,
A heavy cloak would be nice.
alright. It would just, it doesn't really cost much. I suppose,
Can I
you can
trade mine 1 silver for the heavy?
you have two left. If you want, you can have a set of heavy clothes, like winter clothes. So,
Yeah,
it
no.
is close to winter. It's fall season, so you can wear winter clothes.
I'd rather have the heavy cloak.
Okay, heavy clothes. It's just one extra silver.
Okay.
Nice. You're heavily protected now from your environment. And then you got one silver left. You want to get a knife with it?
No, I don't want a melee weapon. I'm just gonna
Can't
scan.
broke ass.
Oh, you just want to save your last silver?
Yep.
Alright, you might get some equipment supplies then, like a rope or something. Um, we're gonna go back to the top with Chi again. You have 4 silver left. We gotta get you some armor now.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a shield for 2 or 3 silver, a gambeson for 2 silvers, or a heavy gambeson for 4 silvers. Those are the armor you can afford. Do you want any armor?
I got a shield.
Okay, good choice. You're down to 1 silver then. With your last silver, you can get the sack to carry loot with.
Alright, I like that.
Alright, now you can carry up to 20 pounds of loot. Let's see.
What
Drew,
about me?
um, let's see. For you got 15 silver so far. Oh no, wait, you're down to, or we already
5.
spent a good chunk. 5, right? So you're down to 5 silvers. For your armor, you can get either gambeson for 2, heavy gambeson for 4, shield for 3, or a helmet for 5. Small helmet is 2.5,
Just a
but again, it's no
helmet?
bonus. You want a helmet? It's 5 silvers.
No. What's the other? The for the chest?
Chest, that's gonna be a gambeson or a heavy gambeson. That's body armor.
We'll go with the Gabbardson.
That's only 2 silver. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. You got 3 left. Do you want more armor or do you want equipment supplies?
Equipment supplies.
Alright. I'm gonna recommend, with your last 3, you're gonna get some light sources. Unless, Damien, are you
Uh-huh.
rolling another character, right?
Yeah, it's already. It's all done.
Does he have a light source on him?
No.
Okay, so I recommend, Drew, you can get some candles for us if that's okay, so we can see in the dark.
Alright.
So we're gonna get a sack for 1 silver, 3 candles for 1 silver, and a tinderbox for 1 silver. It's your last 3 silvers. Now we can explore the darkness.
Tinderbox and what else?
You got a tinderbox, 3 candles, and a sack.
3 candles and a what? Sink?
A sack, like a bag. Yeah, sack bag.
Oh, sack.
Yep, sack.
Oh, like ball sack. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, sack. Alright. I got some good shit.
Yep, you're well equipped. And then Severiano, you got like 1 silver left. Do you want a sack or do you want bandages or a rope or a tool?
I'll take bandages. Can we get
Okay.
like how many bandages for 1 silver?
You get the roll of 3 bandages.
Oh no, that's not enough. We'll keep it like I'll keep my silver.
Oh. Do you want?
It's not
You
a
just
good-
wanna? Okay. All right then. Um. Let's see. I think she still has some money left over. I'm not sure. Let me double check. No wait, she spent all hers. Yeah.
No, I am broke.
Yeah. All right. So all but Severiano have lost all their money. Severiano has 1 extra silver in case. All right. So now the 3 of you are ready almost. There's only like 1 more step before you're done creating your character. That is choosing your character's name. So you need to choose a medieval name, and this will detect, or this will help us understand your character's culture and sex. You choose a German name, you're German, and if you choose a man's name, you're a man. So that's it. If you need help choosing a name, I can help you. Otherwise, it's all up to you, your own creativity, to find a medieval name.
Alright, I got my name.
Oh, are we like gonna describe our character? Is that it?
Kind of, yeah. You just gotta pick a name at a moment, and then you can describe your character if you want, when we start the adventure. Um, but let's see. Drew, you already have your name. What's your name gonna be?
Yeah, Ragnar.
Ragnar. Very good. You're Ragnar, the apprentice, first level thief.
Alright.
And then, Severiano, do you know the name of your character?
Let me keep looking at medieval names.
Okay, keep
Come
looking.
on,
And then,
spit
Chi, do you know
out.
yours?
Can I go with Medea?
Medea, how do you spell it?
Medea.
Alright, very good. You're Medea, the medium, first level magic user. Okay,
Can I
and
just be
huh?
Richard?
Richard. Okay, you're Richard, the apprentice, first level thief. Very good, thank you. Medea, you got one more step actually. Unlike them, you have a magical spell. You can either get 2 set spells, which are Dungeon Master picked spells. These will help you progress faster, but they don't really do anything by themselves. This is Read and Detect Magic.
Mhm.
It's our house rule. The second option is 2 random spells, and the last option is one of your choice. So here's the spells you can choose from. You're gonna choose from the first level spell list. Sorry
Mhm.
about the markers. I didn't do that. So I bought this online. It's an old D&D book. So the original owner
Sleep.
did it. All right.
Right.
So yeah, sleep is one of the most powerful spells. If you want that one, but you only get one if you pick it. Do you want to pick or do you want to roll random?
I want to get sleep.
You want to get sleep? Okay. It's very deadly.
Yeah.
You put
Okay.
monsters to sleep and you slit their throats. Of course, it has to be monsters that can fall asleep though. Not every monster sleeps. Let's see.
Right then.
All right, good choice though. All right. So now your party is pretty much ready almost. We're just gonna get Damien ready as well to copy his character sheet, and then we should be ready to go. So sit tight. I'm just gonna copy it down, and then we'll set out after a small break. We got Damien on the last line of my paper. Let's see. His newest character is gonna be Heinrich. We got strength of 9, intelligence 6. Let's see, wisdom and dexterity 9, 10, 17. And 7 charisma. A rough looking guy. Let's see. His hit points or his class is cleric. First level cleric. With 6 hit points, very lucky. Let's see. Wears clothes and a gambeson. He's got his holy symbol. Let's see, javelin as well. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, good to go. Then no extra silver. His name is again Heinrich. You have broken off from the Adolf. No more brothers. Okay. Heinrich is going to be a cousin or an uncle. Let's see. He's a cleric after all. Not a. Alright. So with that, we're done preparing the characters. You're gonna take a small break, 5-minute break. Come
Nice.
back at 15. So 5-minute break, and then we'll start the adventure. Grab your drinks, use the bathroom, pencil and paper and such.
Nice. I need
Alright.
to take a piss.
Sounds good.
Oh, bro, I can't think. I wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. Easy go.
I'm back.
Yo, what's up?
Alright, it's been about 5 minutes now, so hopefully y'all had a long enough break. We're gonna start this adventure. It's
Let's go.
we're gonna do a quick roll call and make sure everyone's back. Welcome back, Chi, Damien, Drew, and
Yes.
Severiano. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Awesome, thank you. Severiano? No, it's Drew, we can hear that.
I don't think he's back.
Yeah. I'll ping him. Alright, we're gonna get started without him, I suppose.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, welcome back, Severiano. Let me fix your guys' nicknames. Let's see, and give you guys your roles, respective roles. Severiano will join us as his new character, Richard.
Mhm.
T1. Alright. Damien is Heinrich C1, good, thank you. And then Drew, gonna join us as Ragnar T1. T1
Yeah.
just stands for first level thief, in case you're wondering.
Alright.
Let's see.
I'm a T1 thief.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Serrano, looks like you played a halfling in the past, so we need a halfling ribbon as well. So, Victor. Let's see. And then Cheese joining as a medium. The young guard. Medium. She's joining as Medea, the medium.
I didn't catch
M1.
my race. Did you say it was a halfling or there was a halfling last time?
You were a halfling last time, so I gave you the halfling campaign ribbon, or campaign roll.
What am I this time?
You're a thief this time, so you're a man.
Oh, human. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Medea is an M1. Alright, good to go. Alright, very good. So, from the village of Gevelon, this is where we shall begin our adventures. For those who are new, Gevlon is a medieval settlement on the southern frontier of human territories in this world of Dungeons and Dragons. And it's from here you begin your life as a fortune seeker, an adventurer. From the southern frontier of the Borderlands, there are three places you might visit to acquire such gold and glory. There's the Salt Coast Mine to the southwest. Many adventurers have been visiting it these past few weeks, and some have been quite profitable. Far to the south is a castle ruin called Zavolta. It's long abandoned, but it's rumored to be overtaken by dim humans. Oh, and the Salt Coast Mine. It was long abandoned until recently, of course. Adventurers have been occupying it. It's rumored to be full of monsters from the sea and lots of bugs, apparently. Alien creatures. To the east, southeast, there's the Sunken Tomb. If you have visited recently. Um, but it's apparently a haunted tomb in the middle of a haunted lake where people drown in. And below it, in the dungeon below it, is a very haunted crypt, right, or dungeon. So lots of undead and evil spirits run those dark halls. These are all places you might seek your fortune. Naturally, if you go to the South Coast Mine, you best be ready to deal with some watery dungeons and caverns and such. If you're going to the castle ruin, get ready for a siege, I suppose. Get ready to raid a castle. If you're going to the tomb, you have to cross that lake somehow, so bring a boat or a canoe or something. Build a raft. These are all things that you could do to prepare for your expedition. Before we set out or decide, it's understood that your characters have already met. That's how usually all D&D games begin. They do not. They skip over the soft or not so important parts and move to the action usually. So it's understood that a few days ago, the four of you met and agreed to set out as a party for an adventure. You've promised each other that you'll work together to acquire fortune, right? Beyond the wall of settled lands, right? Of the safety of the village of Gevelon. You're gonna be exploring a world terrorized by dragons. Okay, and yeah. So from here, you will decide on your course of action, though, where you want to seek your fortune. You get to decide this. That's parting. This will basically determine where the adventure ends up, right? Where you get to go for your first adventure. So, the options again were those three places, or other. You can also choose anything of your idea, right? Anything you can imagine. If you don't want to go dungeon delving or crawling, which is the most beneficial area in D&D, right? It's the most riskiest but most rewarding place to visit. You can do other things, whether it be caravan work, mercenary work, normal work, right? Not so you know, not so wholesome work if you want, gambling or drinking or whatever it might be. It's up to you as a party, but you are soldiers of fortune, so do what you can with the training you got. You got a limited amount of game time, about 2 hours to game, and get a victory, right? There should be plenty of time. Let's see. So it's understood that last night was the night you guys figured this out before the morning you set out, right? So last night you all had to decide what you wanted to do. So you shall discuss. I know you have never been to any of these places before, but one of you has, at least members of your house has. Heinrich is of a somewhat experienced household in the region, a seasoned house of adventurers, and he can maybe explain your situation a little better than I. He's got first-hand experience. He's been there. I'm a dungeon master. I'm simply a guide. I've never actually gone to the dungeons, of course. I've only heard the stories and I relate them to players. But let's see. Yes. So Henrik, is there anything you want to start the party off with? Any information before we take a vote?
Yeah, well, I've never been. No one I know has been to Salt. Well, we've been to the Salt Coast mines. We've been to the ruins. I haven't been to the tombs though, and I can tell you guys how it operates or how dangerous it is. But the Salt Coast mines seem to be pretty safe, generally.
Do we have to vote where we go?
Yep. You get to decide with your party. We'll take a vote.
Alright.
I think we should head to the market first.
Market. Do some shopping. Or
I
thievery.
want to spend this last silver. I have a plan.
Okay. So Richard thinks the market. We can stop by. But what about the adventure? Where do you guys want to seek adventure?
I'll go with the tombs.
Honestly, I'm thinking of tombs because I really can't be bothered to map. So, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
Ari
I
says tomb,
I'll
Ragnar
go
says
with the
tomb,
tombs.
Odea says tomb. Okay, Richard. You say, if after the market, where else do you say?
Tombs definitely.
Okay, the party has decided on the tomb and the majority has voted, right? So,
Let's
we'll start with the
go.
market real quick so Richard can spend his last silver. And then we might have to spend maybe a day or two building a raft when we get to the tomb. You don't want to build it before you get there because then of course you have to carry it all the way there, right? So, let's see. Let's start with Richard then. You know, last night or yesterday, Richard went into markets for a little bit to get some extra equipment. What's your last silver piece? What would you like to try to purchase?
I'd like to observe the street urchins in the marketplace for a good accomplice first.
Street urchins. There are
Yeah.
plenty in the
Can I
streets,
roll?
right?
Can I roll for like wisdom or charisma to get one that's not loyal, trustworthy?
You want to hire one?
I want to hire one for 1 silver piece to steal anything that's worth more than 1 silver piece for me.
Alright, so you approach one of the street urchins with your party, whisper
Mhm.
to him what you want, and let's see how he reacts to this. You're in a village of Gamelon. These are lawful lands, otherwise they wouldn't exist anymore. And often the punishment for thievery is pretty severe.
I'm acting like I'm not with this guy. So,
Very well. So you keep your distance from your thief. He's not a common thief, but he's acting like one. He's an adventuring thief, but he hires a urchin to take on some common thievery against your own people.
Yep.
So you hire this urchin, and he nods his head, takes a silver, and goes into the market. Let's see if he is successful or not. All right. There's a 1% chance he is successful as a non-thief.
1%.
All right. So you see him. He's quiet and he looks and waits for whenever there's not a, whenever no one's looking. And he grabs a loaf of bread from a baker. And let's see if the baker notices.
Oh no.
The baker, there's a 1 in 6 chance the baker does not notice, and that was the chance. So the baker has a 5% chance to notice, and a 1 in 6 chance to not notice. And I rolled a 1, so that means the baker did not notice. He brings you a loaf of bread. It is
Perfect.
1
We have
pound of food. It is enough for 1 meal.
Oh no. That was not worth 1 silver, was it?
The loaf of
No,
bread is
it
maybe worth
was.
a copper piece.
Can I scold the kid and be like, You didn't bring me something worth 1 silver. You should go again."
You ask him to go again. He said
No,
he could
actually,
steal
no.
anything, right? He said steal something.
Wait,
Let me
wait. Can
see.
I counsel him first?
Can you do what?
Can I counsel him first on where to go?
Alright. What do you tell him?
I tell him sneak into an empty house.
He is not that skillful. He shakes his head at that. Yeah, he would definitely not do that. He shakes his head like, no, I'm not allowed, right? They
Never
could kill
mind,
me,
kid. I'm not.
right? Kind of like America, if you're to enter someone's property, that person has the right to kill you in their own property.
Okay.
So
True.
that would be a home invasion. The kid will not risk it. The urchin. Okay.
That's fine, kid. Never mind. I'm not.
Alright.
Should give the silver to someone else in the
He
party.
thanks you for your silver, although you're a stranger, right? And then he moves on. Alright.
No, man.
Some
You got.
charity. You got the loaf of bread for 1 silver.
Dumbass.
Well, can we go now? I'm
Yes.
upset.
We are joined late by another character. It's Zero joining, right? So Zero, do you want to join us, Ivor? Is he alive
Yep.
still?
I'm here.
Yeah, or
Yes.
I'm not sure. He is? He's live?
Yeah. Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yay.
Okay. I just have to look at his sheet real quick. It's been a while since you played, so welcome back.
Thank you, buddy. Oh my.
Dang. Let's see. Still haven't found it yet.
Still haven't found it.
I'm looking.
Oh no, I
I
put my sheet in tavern.
Oh, you have it in the tavern? Okay.
Yeah, cause I can't access the others.
Alright, appreciate it. I'll just copy it down from there.
No problemo.
Appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. And to go to a fresh page of characters. This is how many characters we had so far this past summer to fall. My second packet this year. Let's see.
I have to get off soon.
Oh, you have to get off soon, Ragnar?
Soon. Not right now, but like soon.
Like, how soon? We probably don't want you to go into the wilderness if you're gonna get off soon. Let's see.
20 to 40 minutes.
20 40 minutes. Maybe we might get something out of it. We'll see. Do you want to risk it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, thanks for letting us know. See, Zero is joining as Ivor. Let me copy his notes. See, 11, 7, 9. Just doing ability scores first. Then 8, 14, 12. His class is. What's his
Cleric.
class? Cleric.
Cleric.
And then hit points 2. Close symbol gambeson.
What does the symbol do again?
You use it to compel evil, to turn undead,
Okay, so
scare them away.
crucifix.
Mhm.
Gambison is your armor, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Sling, club, and bag. Alright, good. And then his name is Ivor. Or Ivor. Ivor. Okay. Good. Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll fix that. Typo. Let's see. There we go.
What the fuck, bro?
Alright, welcome back to the guard. Okay, let us set out for your adventure. So, the usual course of travel is to take the road to the South Coast Mines, 3 leagues out to the southeast, or sorry, southwest. Along the road, you're going to be going through open plains and then into the craggy hills along the sea coast, right? The coast. Is this fine with y'all? Use the road?
Yep.
probably.
Alright. To the road, or along the road, we march. Your party will march at medium fitment rate. I suppose that's like the standard. We do have some horsemen in your ranks, I think. No, we don't. Okay, so all of you are fitmen, and I'll assume we're gonna march at medium fitment rate. I think there should be at least one person in the party that's medium fitment. Let's see. Alright, so in that case, you travel at the 12-mile rate, so it should take you half a day to get there, a few hours of marching. So about 3 to 4 hours of marching southwest of your village into the wilds. You make your way through the wilderness, and throughout the day of travel, there's a 1 in 6 chance of encountering wandering monsters in the wilderness. Let's see if that happens. Alright. 4. Okay. Safe journeys. After a few hours of marching, you finally get through the plains and into the rocky crags along the coast. You make your way toward a range of fields, among which you find an excavated site. In this excavation, you find the entry to the mine you seek, but surrounding it, on the outside of it, it's protected by somewhat of a makeshift moat. There's a bridge to cross into a camp that surrounds the main entry. The camp is long abandoned and there's little of use here. Just refuse and old supplies. If you're willing to spend the extra time, you might be able to scrounge something up if you're in need of it, right? But otherwise, you should already be ready to go, right? We need life sources, we need weapons, and we already have it, right? We got manpower, so your party's pretty much ready. Is there anything do you want to spend the time in the outer camp, or do you guys want to just enter the dungeon at this point?
Dungeon.
Has
Thinking
has
it
it
out.
been searched before? Does it look like it's been searched before?
I mean, it's been there for a long time, so anything valuable has probably already been taken, right? If you have use
Nah, I
of
think
tattered cloth or any broken equipment, right, old equipment, you could take
I
it.
think we should get ready to go in then.
I mean,
Alright,
there might be equipment outside, like
Agreed. Agreed.
from monsters.
you have limited
Then
time before there might be a dragon attack in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. If there's a certain
okay.
amount of time in the wilderness, the dragon might sniff you out and come hunting.
Say to
Dragons need
search
to
it.
eat on the daily. Let's see. Humans are an easy snack for them sometimes. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna write up equipment that you guys want to equip then. We're gonna get the party ready to enter the dungeon. We're gonna start with Medea, the medium. So Medea,
Mm.
you have 2 hands. What would you like to equip?
I want to equip my longbow and like a dagger.
Okay. Equip both, or do you want to keep your dagger sheath?
I want a sheath.
Okay, so just the bow for now.
Mm.
Alright, then Heinrich, the acolyte. What would you like to equip?
The javelin. And do I need my holy symbol out to like cast
Turn
away
undead?
undead? Or
Yes, you do.
I can have both out at the same time, right?
Yep, one in the javelin is one-handed.
Yeah, I'll have both out.
Alright, sounds good. And then Ragnar, the apprentice.
I'll equip my crossbow, but keep it under my cloak.
Okay, crossbow equipped. Sorry, that was that Ragnar? Or that was Ivor?
No, that was Ivor.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Richard.
So Ragnar, what did you say you want to equip?
Is my club two-handed or one-handed?
Oh, I'll equip an axe.
X. Alright.
Yeah.
Got your hand axe equipped. And then Heinrich. Again, you get your crossbow and javelin equipped. Alright, and
No,
then...
my holy symbol and spear.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I got it
And
mixed up.
javelin.
Holy symbol and javelin, my bad. Ragnar's got the hand axe equipped. And then Richard, what would you like to equip?
My crossbow under my cloak. Sorry, I thought you were talking to me, not Ragnar earlier.
All good, yeah. And then Ivor, what would you like to equip?
Is the club one or two-handed?
It's one-handed. You can use it in 2 though if you want.
I'll just use a sling and my symbol.
Good to go. Alright, the party is ready. Oh wait, we don't have a torchbearer yet. Or a candle bearer. So who's got the candles?
I had the candles.
Okay, so right now -1 candle, or do you want to light 2? Or just 1?
I'll light one.
Just 1, okay. So if that goes out though in the
See.
darkness, you only have no extra light until you light
Well, I
another.
can't light another.
You
Because I
could,
can
but
only
it
bring
takes a
one.
moment, right? It might cost
Right.
your life. While you're lighting it up, you might get killed or something. Getting killed. So you want 2 candles?
So if I light 2, it'll last longer.
They won't last longer, but if one goes out, right, you have an extra backup that's still burning. Like if some monster blows it out or something. Draft blows out your candle.
Yeah, let's
spirit.
do 2. Fuck, light 2.
You can have one in the front, one in the back too, with your party of 5.
Yeah.
So, alright, we'll light 2 candles, -2 candles. They last for a long time. Should last for the remainder of the delve. Most delves don't last longer than a few hours. So, who shall be the candle bearers? I suggest anyone who's not carrying more than 1 item. So Ragnar, maybe, and Medea.
So I could pick who
You
the
can
candle bearer.
choose who you give it to, or someone can volunteer to take one.
Right. Okay. I'll pick Medea and Ivor.
Ivar's already got the symbol and sling equipped.
Oh.
So,
Then
hands are full.
Heinrich.
alright.
I need
want
my
to-
holy symbol out, so I can't carry it.
Oh.
I have 4
shit.
HP. I could lead the
You could
group.
carry it, Ragnar. Your axe is one-handed.
All right. I'll carry one, and the other carry Medea. I guess.
Either Richard or Medea then. They would just have to drop it if they want to use their weapon.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Medea or Richard, who will take it?
Yo,
Does
Medea.
Medea have a one-handed weapon, or does
She got her
Richard have
bow
a
out
one?
at the moment, so it's two-handed.
Okay
But she
then.
only needs to use one hand to carry it.
Right. No, we'll do Richard.
Richard, he's got the crossbow.
I
Oh
can
shit!
shoot
All
that.
right.
Oh wait, I
Yes.
think I'll drop the longbow so I can carry it.
Okay, you put this longbow on your. You wanna stow the longbow and grab your melee weapon?
Yeah,
Okay. So long, and you
Yeah.
switch to your. You had a knife, was
my
it?
knife.
Or
Yeah, I had a knife.
so you switch to your knife and you take the candle. Knife in one hand, candle in the other.
Double light. Let's
All right.
go.
Nice. So now your party is ready to enter the dungeon. The current time of year is actually early November of year 12 in our campaign. Let's see. Every week is a different week. It's early November right now. So it's fall, almost winter. Or pretty much winter at this point. So it's pretty cold out there. And going into the dungeon is almost like seeking shelter from the wind. It's a little more comfy inside. You make your way inside the dungeon. Through the entrance, it's a narrow opening. Looks like it was blocked by wood at some point, but it's been forced open, so wood splinters all over the place, and chunks are everywhere. You make your way inside into a cavernous tunnel that's about 10 feet wide, 8 to 10 feet tall, and only about 10 feet long. It leads toward a cavernous chamber that continues southwest. The entry tunnel is empty, right? It's just kind of cool in here, and rocky and rugged, sloping downward into the cavern below. So, shall we descend?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, your party has descended into the cavern. The cavern continues southwest. Right now it seems empty, just some stalactites and stalagmites. It's a bit wet and moist in here. To the west, you can see the north wall. That's about all you can see so far, otherwise it's empty. To the southwest, you can see, you can kind of see it just continues southwest into darkness. Uh, you kind of smell like a strange smell coming from the southwest. It smells like rot. Do you guys know what like a rotting garbage and cockroaches kind of smell like? It smells like
Yeah.
that to the southwest. So it stinks. To the south, the same thing, but it's not as strong. The smell is not as strong to the south. You can see the east wall. So you're basically, since you can see the north and the east wall at the same time, you can pretty much assume you're in the northeastern corner of this cavernous chamber. So if you're mapping, imagine you draw a square. You're in the top right corner of the square, right, or the chamber, rectangle, whatever you want to draw it. So far, you know that this place is at least 10 feet by 10 feet. Your candlelight only shines 5 feet ahead, so at all times I'm only telling you what you see 5 feet ahead of you, unless the candle's pulled back. But right now I'm assuming the candle bearer's in the front. Oh yeah, we did not discuss marching order. So I would suggest one person with the candles in the very front. You can have two people in the very front at a time, which is comfortable. Let's see. So who would like to be in the front,
I
leading the
have
way?
4 HP, so I can be in front.
Okay, Richard. Okay, he's brave. He goes to the front.
I'll go to the front since I got a
Ragnar.
candle.
Okay.
Yep.
You and Richard are at the front. First, first rank. Tip of the spear. Okay. And then behind you, we can put Heinrich and Ivor, and then Medea can bring up the rear with her candle.
Yeah, I'll be at the rear.
So she's the back.
Yep.
All
Do you want two people in the back or just one? Two rear guards.
right.
You can have someone
Probably
who can
just
fight in the back, like Heinrich, the acolyte. Or Heinrich might be good in a second, so he can turn undead, in case there's undead.
Yeah, that's true. Probably just one in the back, two in the front.
Okay, sounds good. So Medea, you're by yourself in the last rink. Okay, let us continue. So from here we can explore to the west along the north wall, or southwest into the direction the cavern continues, or we can go south along the east wall.
Can we go to the
South.
smelliest place?
South? Any objections?
Yeah.
I want to go to wherever it's
Nope.
smelliest.
It smells mostly to the southwest.
I think
Do
we
you
should
want
go
to
there.
debate this? Or do you want to just move south?
Because
Yeah,
if
let's
we
go south.
if we go south, then the monsters in the southwest could like hem us in from that direction. If we tackle them directly, then the weaker monsters from the south, if they hem us in, it's less of a problem.
What say you,
Mm.
Heinrich? You want to continue south anyways?
Yeah, southwest. Go on.
Southwest? Alright, changing direction. Any objections to southwest?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. The party is moving southwest toward the smell. It's not long before you're about 10 feet from where you entered the cavern, and total of 20 feet from the entry of the dungeon. And at this position, you can see toward the west is the western wall. So because you can already see the western wall, you can assume east to west is a total of 20 feet. And you can see along the western wall appears to be what appears to be of a strange pool of sorts. It's a cavernous pool of water fed from a stream of water coming out from the western wall. This pool of water is full of algae and moss, and it flows toward the south. It trickles down toward the south. And around it are these large open carapaces full of flies going in and out of them. Maggots and flies going in and out of two large carapaces. They look like they have got 8 legs each, and they're missing a head. It appears.
Wait,
Carapace.
carapaces isn't not the spiders?
Yes, they're the husk of large spiders. It appears.
And do they appear? So they lack a head, so they're kind of undead, right?
Yes, they've been dead here for a while. It looks like at least a week. They smell terrible. They're full of flies.
I think we should go to another place. I think we're gonna
I
die.
I agree.
Yeah,
And from
we're-
what I'm aware, them lacking a head means they have nothing of value on them.
Shall we
So
continue? Press on.
I think yeah, we should turn back around and go another route.
We
Agreed.
can continue south. South is not fully explored yet, or we can go back
Yeah, we
north.
can go south. Let's go
That's what we
south.
Go further south. From here, you can go south or southeast.
Yeah, south.
Okay.
South.
South.
To continue deeper, you continue south, which will be leading you most likely to the far corner of the cavern. Given the fact that you found the western wall, it's not long before you reach the southwestern corner. After about just another 10 feet of movement toward the south, you find out you found the south wall, and aside from that, you can tell that this cavern is a total of 20 feet east to west, which was already confirmed a moment ago, and we can confirm that the cavern is roughly 30 feet north to south. You're in a rectangular cavern that continued southwest from where you entered this cavern. And you're in the southwestern corner of the cavern, so the bottom left corner if you're mapping. And you can see that there's an exit on the southernmost wall of the west wall. There's a cavernous exit, just a tunnel, leads into a tunnel full of mushrooms, and the water that flows from that pond or pool of that small pond, right, or puddle, it flows into the tunnel to the west of you, and it divides the mushrooms in here. The mushrooms are white with black dots. So if you walk through the water, you can avoid the mushrooms. The water is very shallow, only a few inches deep, and it flows westward.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to examine those mushrooms. Can we like roll?
Have a closer
Poison?
look.
I wouldn't examine them.
Can I
Heinrich
examine them?
rises against it. Ivor's curious. Don't want to take the time. Don't want to debate it.
It's okay. I'll just follow the team.
Move on. Alright.
It might be dangerous.
You can come back and look at it later, I suppose. Alright, we move on. Through the water you guys march. You want to avoid the mushrooms for now?
Yep.
Okay. You approach what appears to be a 10-foot intersection up ahead. This place is getting a bit warmer. It smells a bit weirder. It smells more like fecal matter to the west. As you're exploring this dark, cavernous tunnel, you can smell what it smells like a zoo up ahead, right? Like animal feces. This is past the 10-foot intersection toward the west. North of you is a cavernous tunnel. It's empty. So you from the intersection, you can go west or north now. The tunnel that was full of mushrooms was only 10 feet long, east to west, 10 feet wide, north to south. So your options are west toward the smell, north to an empty tunnel, or east back the way you came.
Empty tunnel.
That would be north.
Yep.
Any objections?
No
Nope.
objection.
No,
Yeah.
dude.
North.
Okay. You all
Can I
carefully
switch to
continue
the
to
back?
follow along, exploring this dark and maze-like
I don't want to be in
dungeon.
front.
Ivor is afraid. He does not want to be in the front anymore.
It's not fear. I believe that the fecal matter is from animals that are going to come out behind us. I want to have my crossbow there.
Okay. He's not afraid. He's just getting ready.
They're more than likely rats, and rats don't usually leave that
Ivor,
territory.
you're in the second rank. Do you want to fall back to third? Or was that Richard? Sorry. Richard, you want to fall back to third?
Yeah.
Yeah, fall back to the back of the group.
Okay, you fall back
I'll
to the
go in
back.
front then.
And Medea, you want to take his place? Okay,
Yeah.
go up to the front. There's no count on the back then. If you go to the back, Richard, because Medea has the other candle.
Even if I
So-
can't see clearly, I'm just gonna keep my crossbow
Okay,
raised.
yeah, it's very
and
dark
walk.
behind you. Only light up ahead. Alright, both candles are at the
3
front
people
now.
have candles? Oh, only 2.
Yep, only 2.
I thought I had candle.
It's Medea and Ragnar that have candles.
Right.
Alright, you're in the front with her. You both are carrying candles in your hands. We shall continue toward the north then, yes? Through the empty tunnel. The empty tunnel is only 10 feet long, and it leads to a 10-foot square intersection from which you can continue east or west. In this intersection, there are 2 more carapaces rotting and open with many flies going in and out. To the east, you can see the tunnel there. It's got some webs, not a lot. There's also a skeletal remain there, covered in webs. To the west, you can see a tunnel that has very few webs left. And it's more of an intersection to the west, another intersection. 10 foot by 10 foot. So, west or east from here, pretty much.
Where, you know the way with the webs? Which one's
Yes.
the way with the webs?
There's no webs mostly to the west. There's a few webs to the east.
I want to see the skeleton remains. Can I check those out?
Wait. The, before you go to check them out, where is that, east or west? Which way is that?
Skeleton remains are to the east.
Okay, we can go east, but we're gonna be extremely careful, and you're gonna keep on guard for any spiders, because there could be spiders anywhere, literally anywhere. So yeah.
Alright, so we have some guards. So far the dungeon has been really quiet
I'm
and
looking
safe.
above. My character's looking above.
Okay.
She can't see anything while walking through.
Heinrich pays close attention to the ceiling and starts guarding it, listening toward the ceiling for any sounds. As he does this, some of you are gonna go through the skeletal remains, see if there's anything valuable in it, I suppose. So that's Ivor. Anyone else want to help Ivor loot? The skeletal remains look like they've already been looted. They're wide open, cut open, no webs cleared in the center area. But who knows what you might find. You wanna search it anyway?
Search it.
Okay, so sorry, it was Richard that wanted to search it, right? So Richard.
Yeah, I'll search it.
Okay.
Oh.
Ivor and Richard both are searching it together. As
Wait, are we
Heinrich
at the
keeps watch.
tomb or are we at the mine?
We're at the Salt Coast Mine.
Oh my fucking god! Wait, I know where we are. Yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, well. Right, is that where you wanted to go?
Well, yeah, I want to search that body. See if I can get
Okay.
any equipment.
Alright. Sorry, I think some of you said the tomb actually, right? Might have gotten it wrong.
Yeah, the 2.
Yeah, we were going
But we
to.
didn't have a raft. Oh shit. Yeah, shoot. Forgot.
I was thinking, wait, are we at the mines? Because like you kept
Yeah.
mentioning the mushrooms in the puddle, and I was thinking, wait, we've been here. Yeah, it's
Do
okay.
you guys want to leave this place and try the tomb out? Or do you want to stay
No,
here?
we can keep going. We can keep
My
going.
bad. That was on me. I said of course travel, and then no one said anything, so I just went with it.
Nah, it's all good. Yeah, let's continue.
Alright. Next time we can go to the tomb. But we also don't have a canoe, so it's not really worth it.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
So some of you are checking the remains, Richard and Ivor. Heinrich is watching the ceiling, and then Ragnar, do you have an action?
Did I find anything in the body? I wanna
You're still
examine-
searching them. We gotta see what everyone else is doing first.
Sorry, I was away from my mic. What'd you
All is
say?
good. So as some are looting and some is guarding, what do you want to do? Right now we're checking out the skeletal remain that appears.
Is there a head on the skeletal remains?
Can I
No,
loot as
there's no
well or
head
no?
there. Yeah, you can check it out too. You want to loot the same
Yeah.
area as them?
Yeah. I'll loop with them.
Okay. Medea, do you want to help keep watch? No one is guarding to the
Yeah,
west or east.
I'll just keep watch.
Okay. You want to watch the west flank or the east flank of this tunnel? It's got two sides.
Please, where are they searching at?
They're to the east, but you know, we came from the west. There's unknown territory to the west. There's unknown territory to
Alright,
the east.
I'll like keep guard at the west.
Okay, you guard the west the way you guys came. Ragnar is looting. Heinrich is guarding the ceiling. No one's guarding the east. Is that okay? You guys want to leave one area open?
Yeah, that's fine, I think.
Okay, no security to the east.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Time has passed. Let's see.
Was that 2 1s?
It was a 1 and a 2. 1 for, of course, second turn's Wandering Monster check. 2 for Wandering Monster. Wandering Monster type. Alright. So, let's see. We're in the middle of going through some skeletal remains. Let's see if we find anything. 3 of you are searching it. 2 of you are on the guard. Listening carefully as you can. Let's see. So search or reaction style. Alright. Surprise round. Let's see. Not surprised. Oh, reroll. Not surprised. 2 guards. 1 listening. Both listening, but not watching. Alright. Between our guards, they did not hear them coming until it was they were pretty darn close. Distance instead of times 10, just times 1. 46 feet away. Alright. Not 46, 36 feet away. It's not until roughly 10 feet, 9 to 10 feet, that we finally kind of hear something approaching or see a light source other than ours. It's to the direct east of our position. We did not really know it until it was too late. And those who are digging through the remains are the first to notice, while of course the guards were paying attention to different areas. We had a guard looking at the ceiling and a guard looking to the west, but these creatures are to the east, carrying their own light source. And when they step into the area, they immediately shout to you and say, they speak to you and they say, "Hey there! Drop your weapons if you know what's good for you." Alright, how do you want to reply? It's the 3 of you against them right now. The other 2 are
Can
maybe turning
Attack
around.
them.
You want to
How many
immediately
are
attack?
there? How many are
There's,
there?
uh,
How many are there?
There's a lot of them. There's at least half a dozen, you think, so far. They're
Oh,
all
we're
carrying
fucked.
like gamsons and helmets, axes
Oh,
and
We're
shields,
shit.
spears and shields.
No, we're dead.
Yeah, never mind. So then we'll drop our weapons.
Alright, you surrender. Okay, so those who are digging for treasure, let me see if you found anything. Anything hidden in the stash. Alright, while you were searching, you did find one weapon in the boot of the skeletal remain. It was a single knife, that's it. Rusty little knife. Who wanted it? It was the one who found it turned out to be it was Richard who found it, the thief. Do you want to keep the knife?
I'm gonna
It's an
put it
old
in my
knife.
own boot.
You got your own? You want to just leave it in there or pass it to
No,
someone?
I'm gonna put it in my own boot.
Oh, put it in your own boot. Okay. You stuff in your boot real quick. It's already sheathed, so you won't cut yourself. Let's see. Let me add it to your sheet. You got the knife now for Richard. Extra knife. It's
I didn't have a melee
a
weapon,
dull
so I'm gonna
knife though. It needs to be resharpened. Okay. So immediate reactions. You all will have 1 moment to decide your action. 10 seconds. The enemy will not wait for you. So starting with Medea, you were watching the west, so you're on the opposite side of this, and you hear voices that are not your own men, calling out to you from the east. What do you do? Turn around, fight them,
Um,
cast your spell, perhaps.
I try to um get like not as close to them so I could like hit as many people with sleep.
Okay, you take like a
I run
step
to
forward,
them.
right? And when you see as many as
Mm,
you can, and they have their own lights, their light shines in their own men naturally. You see a total of 7. You want to cast it or you want to wait? There could be others, right? But at the moment you see 7. And once you sleep, you
I
only
want
get
to
it
cast
once.
it.
So you want to cast it on as many men as possible. and you wait till you see all 7,
Mm.
and you cast it at that point. And as you're doing that, Heinrich, as you know look up to them, or look over to them, you're just watching the ceiling the whole time, afraid of the stories that your predecessors have told you, right? About monsters on the ceiling. You turn to see these group of armored men. They look kind of like you, but they're scoundrels. And you've heard of outlaws recently, a band of adventurers who have turned to outlaw and unruliness, living out in the wilderness. They have been doing or violating other parties, right? Just like slaughtering them and stealing their gear. So you heard a soft rumor in the tavern, like murderers in the woods, right? People are kind of scared now, and you've unfortunately got to meet them today. So, Heinrich, what do you do? A band of serial killers to the east.
Um, mm, I'm gonna try stab one in the throat.
You rush them and stab. Okay. And then
Yep.
Ragnar, what's your action? You're in the middle of digging through the bones. What do you want to do?
I see that he's
Uh,
rushing towards
Oh wait,
them, and
Richard,
I
wait. Ragnar.
can I attack? Can I attack or
Yeah, you want to move and attack with your axe.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you rush in with your axe, and then Richard, you want to open fire on them or something else?
I carefully point my crossbow to see, like, I'm gonna open fire after taking a little pause, aim, and make sure that I get the right shot.
Okay. Try not to hit your own men. Ivor, you were also digging through treasure, right? What's your action?
I turn around and ready my sling of battle.
Okay. Do you want to fire immediately or do you want to wait?
Fire!
Okay, fire immediately. So as you turn to face them, and you all are turning to face them, some of you are moving toward them, right? They ready their weapons against you. They see you're not surrendering, and they see that you're stepping forward. So as you step forward, as you take aim, they open fire on you, and half of them have missile weapons. The other half have melee. About 2 of them in the front have shield and like axe and shield and short sword. The other 2 have shield and spears, and there's 3 kind of in the middle right now, just opening fire with their bows. They got the let's see what kind of weapon they got. They got short bows. So you open fire on your position, short bows, right? You open fire as well. All fighters go first, fighting types. So between our missile
How
commands,
was I able to
cast the spell yet?
cast
Um,
sleep?
you're in the middle of it, but unfortunately, since your men immediately turn to hostility, they turn to hostility, and so you have to wait till the magic phase, unfortunately. So if your men did not immediately attack, you might have been able to cast it before the combat. But because your men are attacking right away, before you can even try to cast your spell, your men are like getting in the way, right? And you can't cast it quite yet. So your spell will go off near the end of the round. I'll post the combat sequence for y'all so you can follow along as I resolve this combat round for you. So if you go into the party channel, which is the channel we use to discuss the game, players can use to discuss, right, while we're playing. Post in there the combat sequence. You can follow it if you want. But you can see the first thing is you'll decide your actions, which you've already done. Sometimes we'll roll initiative if necessary, and then sideswipe interchangeably. Morale, no, not necessary at the moment. Then there's missiles. Missiles is the first real phase of the combat, and that's between our party and theirs. So again, Medeo is trying to cast a spell, she's doing magic phase, and Heinrich is trying to, of course, stab at them with his javelin. He's doing a melee. He needs to move first. Same with Ragnar. He's charging them with his axe. And then Richard is going to open fire, of course, and same with Ivor. But neither of them are fighters, right? So they don't fight yet. The enemy are not fighters either. So it's just going to be an initiative. Party initiative versus their initiative. So here's the party's initiative. It's a 2, okay? Here's theirs. It's a 5. So they got first strike. So before any of our men can really take aim and fire, they've already readied their bows and opened fire on our troop. 3 of them open fire, and their targets are the frontliners, which is Ragnar and Heinrich. You guys are fired upon. Alright. I'll let one of you volunteer to take 2 shots if you want, otherwise it will be random. But at least 1 on each. So, between Ragnar and Heinrich, who wants to volunteer for 2 shots?
I'll
I'll
volunteer.
take 2 shots.
Okay, you both did.
No, I said it first.
Ragnar said it first though. Okay. Ragnar takes it then. He's brave. Here comes the first shot against Ragnar. 10
So I'm
to
gonna
hit.
hop off pretty soon.
Close range is 11. What armor do you have, Ragnar?
I had
Give me a
cab.
sec. Give me a
Cabs
sec.
it.
It's a
Caps.
minus 1 armor class, is good. Your dexterity is minus 0, not as good. Okay, so armor class of 8. This is 10 plus 8 plus 1 for close range. It hit you right on the dot. If I were scored a 9, it would have missed, but it scored just enough to hit you.
So I'm
You
dead.
take let's see how much damage you take first. You have a total of 2 hit points. There's still a chance of survival, so it's gonna deal 1 to 6 damage from the shot. Poor Ragnar takes 6 damage. Saving throw versus death is a fail. He's hit in the face. He takes an arrow through as he charges, the arrow goes right through his nose and into the back of his skull.
Well, good, because I was about to hop off.
Have a good night. Thank you for playing, Drew.
Kill
It's
my
part of
ass.
old school experience to die.
Awesome.
That
Thank you
was
for
Alright.
playing. Until
That
next
was
time,
pretty
brother.
fun. Thanks. I'll
Good
definitely
try.
play again. Bye.
Alright, we lost our first
Have a
brother,
good one.
first casualty. This does
No,
not
it's
look
not.
too
It's
good.
probably not going to be the last.
Alright, and he did volunteer for 2 shots, so as he died, another one just hit his lifeless body, fortunately. So it's a sack of arrows
Okay.
now. The second arrow, or the last arrow went for Heinrich, of course. Let's see if Heinrich gets killed. 17 is a hit. Damage is
No.
4 damage against Heinrich. He has 2 hit points left. He took as much damage as 2 men would. So that arrow technically would kill 2 normal men. But Heinrich is tough. He's as tough as 3 men and takes it like a champ. The arrow lands in his leg, right above his knee. Almost killed him, or almost took out his leg. Right, but Heinrich takes it. Let's see. Heinrich is at 2 of 4 hit points now, or not 2 of 4, 2 of 6. I mean, 2 of 6. All right, so now that he's wounded, it's time for our men to retaliate. Starting with Richard, our crossbowman, our thief. He's not behind his enemies, and his enemies are aware of his position. So, it's no bonus here. Just a straight shot. Crossbow plus 1 a hit. Close range plus 1 a hit. Plus 2 total. What's your dexterity, Richard? It's a
10.
10. Normal bonus, 0. 2 bonus. 2 plus 2, 4. Missed. And you have to spend a round to reload. Let's see. It's not looking too hot for our troop. Nice. 1 coral.
I'm not sure what other actions I can do aside from shooting. Can I
Alright.
shoot and yell? Can I shoot and move?
You were crouched, you opened fire. So yeah, did you want to fall back as soon as you fired? You can move
I
half
wanted,
the rate.
I wanted to yell and charge forward as soon as I fired.
Alright, so you would fire and then rush forward. Did you want to drop your crossbow in the process so you can get ready to draw a weapon?
Yeah, I'll drop my crossbow in the process.
Okay, so you're running forward as soon as you take the shot, and you're able to move maybe at least 15 feet closer to the enemy, which should be enough to engage in hand-to-hand combat. So you're rushing them, you're going right after the others to reinforce them, so Heinrich's not alone. And before you close the distance, one more shot was also fired from Ivor. Ivor fired his sling into their ranks. 2 to hit, missed. Not looking good at all. We're outnumbered.
Yes.
We lost a brother. This
Yep.
does not look good. And as missile is finished, as they move into melee, so now we're gonna go into melee combat. Heinrich rushes their spear wall. Before he can even close in, the spear wall hits him, right? And he's stuck in spear wall for a little bit. You have to spend 1 more round moving toward them because he gets stuck by the spear wall. There's 2 spearmen, 1 against Heinrich, 1 against Ivor. So here comes Heinrich getting stabbed at with the spear. This roll is devastating. So now you gotta be on the other side of the spears for once. And it's a miss against Heinrich. So far you dodged the spear, and next round you can move past it and close the distance. Ivor, for you, it's a 18 against you. As you were rushing toward them after dropping the crossbow, a spear goes, or not Ivor, it's Richard, right? Not Ivor. You got it mixed up again. Sorry, my bad. Richard gets stabbed as he charged them, right? Richard, you're the one with the. Are you the one charging?
Yeah, I'm charging after dropping my crossbow.
Okay. Here we go. He took 4 damage from the spear attack before you could close in. And how many hit points do you have?
I have 4.
You have 4. Okay. Death blow. We're gonna make a saving throw versus death. You rushed against the enemy. You try to close the distance. 8 for a saving throw. It's gonna be a fail. And that's a spear wound from the spear goes right through your shoulder and out the other end, slicing off your left arm, throwing you to the ground. Blood spurts from your wound,
Fucking
um,
hell.
and that's it for him.
I mean,
Ivor has also
to
died
really
in his
I mean,
charge,
I
his
think
valiant charge against the enemy. Or not Ivor, Richard. Oh
Oh.
my god, why I keep mixing the names? Fuck. My bad. That's like the third time I did it. I'm sorry. Richard, I have it written like opposite ways on my sheet. That's why I keep doing it. Um, okay, so
It's-
then, after
I
the
have
charge, it's time for Medea to shine. Maybe if we didn't charge right away, Medea could have at least weakened them, but we were, you know, kind of impatient, and we charged before Medea could cast her spell. And now her spell goes off. She turns 2d8 worse to sleep potentially, if they fail their saving throw against sleep. So Medea, they still can resist your powers, but there's a low chance that they will survive it.
Jeez. Okay.
Here we go. What's your intelligence? Let's see. It's
My intelligence is 9.
normal, it's no bonus. 2d8, that's it. You turn 8 plus 5, up to 13 enemies to sleep. That's all of them. So they're gonna make a saving throw each to survive it. Basically, they will need a. Let me double check what they need to survive your spell. Alright, here it is. Oh, wrong page. Here it is. Okay, spell saving throw is 15. They need a 15 or higher to save against you. So, if they roll, a 14 or lower, they fail. They roll 15 or higher, they succeed. If they succeed, they do
Okay.
not fall asleep. Alright, here's the first one, sleeping. Second one, awake. Third one, sleeping. Fourth one, awake. Fifth one, sleeping. Sixth one, awake. Seventh one, awake. 4 of the 7 are still awake. 3 of them crash to the ground from magical slumber. 4 of
Wait,
them are
what?
confused,
How does
right?
somebody survive?
They made their saving throws. They rolled high. So
Fucking
4 of
hell,
the
man.
7 are still standing as it's the first 3 that fall asleep in the front, right? That's where the magic is most potent. So the first 3, the spear line or the shield wall crashes, and one of the spearmen fall to sleep, right? As you cast your spell against them. So 3 men just suddenly start to fall to their knees and crash against the wall or the floor, just lifelessly, right? Um, as they fall to the ground, the rest of them are gonna get a morale check, right? We're going to the next round. They're gonna get a morale check as half their party is lost, whether they're gonna fall back or they're gonna keep fighting despite their losses.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna make a morale check. They got a morale of 8. So if I roll 8 or higher, or if I roll higher than 8, then they break morale and will leave their men behind. If I roll lower, then they will stay and fight. Maybe even wake their own men up if they know what's happening. I roll a 5, they're gonna stay and fight.
Oh,
Unfortunately, 4 against your party. It's not an easy day at all.
how many is it? Is it 3 versus 4?
Yeah, 3 bowmen, 1 spearman, the others are
Arcane, do we
asleep.
have a choice to
Okay.
run away?
You can run to the darkness, go west. So
Wait,
we're gonna all
how
declare our next
close
section.
am I to them?
You're not too far. You're like maybe at least 10 feet or 5, 10 feet away because you ran first and then you spent the next round casting when your men
Shoot
were
at them.
charging.
Your
So,
arrows.
uh,
Can I like bring out my
start.
longbow?
Oh yeah, sure. So you unsling your longbow and get ready to open fire as they start to return fire or charge you. So as you're gonna equip your bow this round. It's gonna be your action. And as you're equipping your bow, Heinrich, do you wanna? You made it. You made it. Into the melee. The spear wall collapses. Do you want to close the distance and start beating them with your or stabbing at them with your javelin?
About how long does it take to heal?
It takes a
With,
day of rest to heal.
I meant with cleric, like to like, you know, uh, cure like wounds, whatever.
Cure light wounds. You have to be level 2 to cast it. Costs 1 round.
Oh, shit. All
All right.
right, yeah, go melee, melee.
You rush in. You got stopped by a spear for a moment. You go past the spear wall now. It's no longer there. You just rush toward the last guy. He's a spearman. The spear wall is poking past their front line. And you rush the spearman who you already passed earlier. You passed the tip of his spear. He's trying to back up so he can start stabbing again. But you're moving in, closing that distance so he doesn't have a chance naturally to stab at you. Before they can close the distance, of course, that's going to be during movement. Ivor, you got a next action. For the remainder of the adventure, of course, because Richard is dead, Severiano, you can roll up another character to join the adventure. Otherwise, if you're gonna set out, thank you for playing and have a good rest of your night. It's nice to see you again, brother. But if you stay around, you can maybe jump back into the adventure. We can just roll you up a character again, and you can
I
find the
think
party.
you know what I'm gonna do, Akin.
All right, Ivor, do you want to keep firing on their position, or do you want to do something else?
I'll watch from Twitch.
Hey,
Thanks
didn't
for
you?
letting me in. Peace, guys.
Wait,
Good night.
Akin,
Thank you for
didn't you
playing.
say I could bring in another character?
No, it's for Richard, because he died.
Oh,
You're not dead yet,
I
so
use my sling and shoot.
keep firing. Okay, you continue to bombard him with sling and stone. Let's see what happens this next round. We're gonna start with missile phase. So for this combat, 3 of them continue to open fire. 2 open fire against Heinrich, who is close proximity now. They're trying to kill him
Oh,
before
well.
he closed the distance. And 1 goes against Ivor,
Oh,
who is about to
can I
return fire.
aim for like those who are like
Yeah,
who's
you
using
can
long
shoot
range?
next round. Unfortunately, Medea, you have to equip your weapon for
Uh,
1 round. So it takes 10 seconds for you to grab your arrow and your bow. Sorry, it's just as you're doing that, the enemy are firing. They do not wait. Let's see. So they continue to open fire on the last few men that we have. Heinrich is brave and rushes them as best he can, but he's fired upon. 2 shots on him. Miss, not 1, and 17. He's hit. Heinrich takes
Oh,
6 damage. Saving throw versus
yes.
death. It's a death blow. Our poor Heinrich survives it, and there's an arrow
Yay.
in his face. You can choose an arrow in your eye
Oh
socket,
God.
or an arrow through your cheek, an arrow through your nose, an arrow through your neck. What's it gonna be? It's in your face. It's not. It's killing you. You're dying from it, but you're not outright dead. Where do you
Wait,
want
so
it?
I'm getting like a free septum if I get it in my
Yeah, free
nose.
head piercing. Where do you want it?
Um, do you know what? We'll get the cool one. I'll have it straight through my fucking cheeks.
All right. So as you're running, one of the arrows go through your cheek and into the back of your skull, but on the side, so it didn't kill you outright. Blood spurts from your mouth and the back of your skull, uh, and you're bleeding out bad. Right? You're on one knee. You're trying to move forward, but there's an arrow in your freaking face. You're wounded. Any further attacks against you are a killing blow. You can still try to fight in this condition, but it's at a -4 penalty. All right. So we got a man down. Heinrich's on the ground, holding his face. There's a freaking arrow in his face. Ivor is returning fire. 2 shots went for Heinrich though, so there's a second shot. If this hits you, oh no, one missed. That's right, 1 hit, 1 missed. Further attacks will likely kill you. Ivor, on the other hand, got fired upon by 1, but before it could hit him, we got to roll initiative. Forgot. Ivor had a chance to fire at them, return fire. So here's the enemies, or here's the party's initiative 5. Here's the enemies is 5. So all have been at the same time. So Ivor shot. Let's see if he killed one. He will be hitting one this round, and he will be dealing 4 damage, and we'll see if that will be enough. He will be wounding one very badly this round, in the in like a ligament, probably breaking an arm or something close to it. So he hits one in the shoulder really hard, 4 damage, nearly killing him, or taking him down at least. But he is fired upon as well, and he is hit at 20, and he takes 5 damage. Our poor Ivor is taking a death blow. I'm pretty sure. He only has like
Fuck.
how many hit points does he have?
Oh, it's
bro,
over.
It's
everyone
It's
going
die.
terribly. Alright. Ivor. Our poor Ivor has 2 hit points. It's a death blow. Alright, savings roll versus death. Here we go. 4. Outright killed. An arrow goes through your... The arrow goes through your gut. And blood spurts from your gut, your intestines, right. And that's it for Ivor. He's falling against the wall with arrow through his gut. Probably not just through his gut, but probably through like a lung, right? And blood just starts spurting from his throat as he coughs it out. His lungs fill with blood. He's dead. Outright dead. We lost another brother tonight. Let's see. This could be the end. And Medea's grabbing her longbow. She's gonna start returning fire, trying to avenge her men against these serial killers, right? Bandits.
Yo, just surrender, surrender.
That would not be good for a
Right.
woman against a group of outlaws. Let's see. You
It's a
might as well
fair
fight
fate
to the
to
But
death
it
or
death.
run
be,
away.
but
Let's
it
see.
be funny though.
All right.
Yo,
The lighting is
surrender.
dim. Medea, do you
No,
want?
let's see what happens.
It's gonna be the next round soon. Heinrich is on the ground. He tried to charge them. Heinrich, you're like a few feet from them on the ground, holding your face now. If you don't hold your wound, you'll die faster. So, basically, if you hold your wound, you will basically die at the rate of 10 seconds, right? You got 1d6 rounds. You got 4 rounds. If you hold your wounds, you will last 4 rounds until someone stops bleeding. If you don't hold your wound, you will die in the next round. So, do you want to hold the wound, or keep applying pressure, or just let it go?
They're probably gonna kill me anyway.
Unless they bandage you up, but they're probably gonna skull stomp you in a moment, right? You're on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Holding
saying.
your...
I think I'm gonna try grab one.
Okay, you try to grab their legs, try to pull one down to the ground with you. Get
Yeah.
one killed before you're out. Maybe save Medea, at least one of them.
Maybe
Get
stab
one
one
down.
in the leg with a javelin. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So you still got one attack in. Javelins are better at throwing though. So when you fell to the ground, right on one knee, did you want to toss the javelin into one of them before you
Yeah,
crashed?
at one of the archers.
All right. You got a
Actually,
-4 penalty, +1 for close range. What's your dexterity?
10, I think.
10. -3 penalty total. There's still a chance. Javelin deals 1d6 damage if you throw it, 1d4 if you melee with it. It's a hit, surprisingly. 19 -3, 16 hits. And you deal, before you go down, you deal at least 1 damage against one. Do you want to go for that wounded one that was almost dead, or do you want to go
Yeah, the
for...
wounded one.
Alright,
Wounded
so
one.
as soon as you got shot in the by a stone in the shoulder, this is the one with Ivor, did you shoot a bowman or did you shoot the spearman?
Bowman.
Bowman? Okay, he shot a bowman, so you finish off a bowman, right? One of the archers. So one of the archers gets shot in the shoulder, and as soon as he's shot in the shoulder, right, his javelin goes right through his chest, right, and he falls over dead. So there's only 3 left, right, that are in fighting condition. You killed one of them, or you definitely killed one at least. Let's see. Damn, this is intense. All right. And the following round, now it's Medea's turn. Time to shoot, right? You want to open fire, or do you want to run?
Surrender.
Um, can I fire who's like
Fight,
nearest
fight, fight.
to Damien, like Heinrich?
Fire and run? You could fire and run back into darkness.
No, I'm gonna fire and then like equip my knife.
Yeah, fireman.
Oh,
No,
fire and draw your
fireman.
knife?
Fireman.
Okay. So
Fireman. Fireman.
you fire and draw the knife
No, I
right
want to see what
after.
happens. I
Okay,
have a
so
13 Constitution, so
she's tough. She's a tough one. She fires, and as she's firing, Heinrich, you're still dying. Do you want to hold your wound at this point? Or no, you dropped
Yeah.
you threw the javelin, so you fell to the ground, and blood was spurting, and you try to go for your wound. I would say basically if you don't hold it, the time is halved each time instead of -10. So you have 20 seconds left. You grab the wound, and you might have maybe 10 more seconds, so you can say your like dying words while blood is spurting through the back of your skull and through your cheek. Heinrich of House Damien, brave acolyte, soldier of God, fighting for Medea and the rest of his men. We'll see.
Can I
who have
try
already
to
died.
distract one? I don't know.
Distract one. Just try to grab one. Just openly grab him
Yeah.
as blood spurts from your face. All right. At least try to keep the spearmen from reaching Medea, right? Or get in their way. So you're just a bloody
Yes,
mess
yeah.
trying to just stop the spearman. As you're reaching for the spearman, you can see the spearman's about to finish you off anyway. So he's distracted at least. He does not charge Medea. And Medea opens fire. And their bowmen, there's only 2 left. They continue, before they fire, they're going to get a morale check. There's only 3 of them left against Medea, but they still got to roll morale because half their forces are gone. So will they keep this up, or will they give Medea a chance to kill them? Morale is success. They fight to the very end. They fire on Medea's position.
No.
Missiles are first. Saving or party initiative is 1. Their initiative is 4. Before Medea could even have a chance to fire, they fire at her first. One of them shoots at Medea. One of them shoots at. I'll say you're distracting. So you're like basically like kill me, right? You're just rushing. So one fires into your body as you continue to reach at them because you did javelin one of their dudes, and so he's gonna fire into you as the spearman tries to double tap you, make sure you're actually dead this time. Um, so they are somewhat distracted by you being so close. One shot at Medea, it was a miss. Fortunately, one shot at you, it was a miss. All right, and then Medea's shot. Here we go, Medea. You want to go for the spearman? It's harder to hit, or do you want to go for the bowman?
Bowman.
I want to go for the bowman instead.
Bowman. Okay. Yeah, they're the ones who can return fire. So you go for another bowman. It's a 8. It's a miss. All right.
Oh.
She missed the shot, -1 arrow. Unfortunately, that was one of her last chances to save herself. Do you still want to switch to that knife of yours, or do you want to try to fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna return
Fire
with
is
the knife.
probably your best chance, right? It deals the most damage. Or do you want to
Yeah, I
surrender?
only have the knife, bro.
What do you do, Medea?
I'm
Fire,
gonna die.
knife,
So.
or
Yeah, maybe
surrender,
we'll just
or run?
surrender.
Surrender. You drop your bow
Yeah,
to the ground.
definitely.
The men kill your friend. They kill Heinrich who tried to save you, buy you some time. Do you wanna run for it? You still can pick up
No,
your candle and try to
I'll
run.
split my throat with
Yeah,
my
run. No,
knife.
just run into the cave. Run into
Kill
the cave.
yourself
Run.
before they can
Run
get
into the
you.
cave. Run into the cave.
It's your choice, Medea. Are you a survivor, or are you gonna give up, or are you gonna fight?
Oh, what am I gonna do?
Run into the cave.
Live
You're
for
a
our
soldier of
sake.
fortune, a witch, right? Do you want to let these men take you? Do you want to run away, live to fight another day?
Oh fuck no, yeah, I'm gonna wait.
You
I'll
want to
just
run?
run, I'll just run. Yeah.
Live to tell the tale. Which way do you go? You can go west or south from here. Hopefully you have an idea of where to go. East, of course, are their positions. You probably don't want to go east. North is a wall.
I'll go back south.
Oh, you remembered. Very good. So you're going south. I'm surprised. A lot of rookies make the mistake and don't know where they're going. Alright, so you go south for 10 feet. You arrive at a 10-foot intersection, square intersection. You can smell animal feces to the west. To the east, you see mushrooms and a stream of water. Which way?
I'm going where the animal feces are at.
Alright, you're going toward the west then? Is that fine?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
You go toward the smell of animal feces, you got your candle in hand, bow in the other. And as you're going this way, you suddenly see a bunch of red eyes looking at you from the west with your tiny flame. They're getting very close. They're just kind of rushing toward your position. A bunch of red beady eyes on the floor. Do you want to keep going west toward them, or do you want to fall back east?
Oh bro, I'm gonna run.
There's one pair of eyes at the moment.
No, I'm not
Or
taking that
wrong
risk. I'm
die.
gonna run.
Not one. It was seven. 7 pairs of eyes. You want to run
No,
east?
no, I'm running.
Okay, you run east.
Let's go to the mushrooms.
Through the mushrooms. Do you want to go through the mushroom or through the water?
No, just the water inside. The water inside.
You go through the water. You can hear them. They're behind you at this point. They're rushing down the tunnel that you were just in. They're following you. So if you do one wrong turn, they'll catch you. Okay, you walk into a cavern. It goes northeast. You can see toward the north is a pool of algae. To the east, you're not sure. And to the northeast, you're not sure. But the cavern continues northeast. Which way do you want to go? North, northeast, or east?
Damn.
They're right on your tail. They're hollering out at you, right? Stupid bitch! Slow down!
Okay.
Right. You go east?
Wait, are the rats following her? And then wouldn't they
Yeah,
also
they're
go after
following
the
them now
guys?
too, probably.
Yeah.
But they have their own light. They have torches, so which are more fearsome against the giant rats. She runs east. Okay, you're coming up toward a dirt pile and a east wall. From the east wall, you can only continue north, or you can go back northwest or west toward the enemy. So
I'll
you're
keep going north. Let's see
north.
what happens.
You're running north. You're running. Right? 10, 20, 30. You made it out. They're right behind you still, though. They're chasing you out of the caverns, but at that point, you would just run through the camp. You can hide until they can't find you, or you can just keep running until you get home. You're faster than them, so you don't have as much gear as them.
Do they
You wanna
have
just run home?
horses out there that she could take?
Don't see any horses out there, unfortunately. So at this point, you just gotta march home. You're just a poor woman who survived her first adventure barely, and all her men. You saw your brothers die.
Barely.
Yeah, you almost lost it there. You almost just
Alright.
gave up. Alright, but you survived. You're a survivor.
Did I
Not
gain a
many.
level at least?
You don't level up from that, unfortunately, but you do survive, live to tell the tale.
Uh,
You only get levels from money. You get money from, finding it and hunting it down, and money is traded for experience. But you escaped them, and only if we killed all of them, or maybe go back and get their heads, the ones you got put to sleep, then you would get some money. However, you can report to the town that you encountered the murderers there, and you can warn adventurers to stay away from the mine. Or if they go to the mine, get ready to kill some, murderers, right? Uh,
right.
some player killers, right? Basically, imagine playing RuneScape and there's those guys who just love to do PvP. That's them. So, um, so now you can just march home. The usual route is to use the road to get home. Do you want to use the road?
Is there a camp nearby?
Yeah, there's a camp right outside of the mine, but you probably won't want to stay there because they're on the way out, right?
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna like try and go home.
Go home. You want to use the road, or do you want to go through the woods, or do you want to go through the grasslands, or through the road? The road is the fastest way.
And right, but wait, the road. Yeah, let's go through the road. But can I
Okay.
like wait? What am I wearing though? Like
You're just wearing normal clothes. You got your boots on, your gloves, hood and cloak, tunic, belt, trousers. You're a magic user, so you most likely don't have a cloak. You instead have robes, and maybe a hat instead of
Capita.
a hood.
Okay.
All right,
Are they like still on my
on
ass
your
or
tail.
like no?
If you stick
Yeah.
around, yeah, they probably will be on your ass still. You want
Damn.
to keep moving, or do you want to
And
stick
I
around?
like wait,
Try to
what am
get
I
your.
wearing again? Do I have like a belt or something?
Yeah, you have a belt.
Can I like uh throw it to the other direction in case they like, try to follow me?
Oh, throw it. Yeah, yeah, like a little piece of your equipment. All right, you
Uh
unbuckle, you drop it and throw it in the other way, right? The other,
yeah. And
throw
I
it
go
into the
through the road.
woods, close to the woods, and
Mm-hmm.
you go along the road, make it look like you went through the woods. All right, you take the road pass. Hopefully, you get distracted by it. I'll say that in that case, they'll roll a reaction check against it. If they're hostile toward it, they'll follow it. If they're not, they're gonna just continue toward where they think you're going, which is using the tracks you leave behind in the rock and dirt. Alright, 5. They see your belt and decide to. You see them in the background. Some of them are going into the woods, right? You're a safe distance away in the hills, and you see some of them moving through the woods. Not all of them. But you rush through the road, you just jog back home as fast as you can. A day of travel home means a 1 in 6 chance of encountering other monsters like wolves and such on your way home. And you get home safely. Near sunset, you finally march home. You're sweaty and dirty and traumatized, perhaps. Um, and the gate guards see you and welcome you home. And they saw you this morning leave with your band of, was it 4 men? And you're the only one to come home. So they kind of warm you up, get you a blanket, and lead you to a place where you can seek refuge. And that's it for your adventure. Congratulations. You're the only survivor and winner of the game. Nothing was won though, except your life. Let's see.
Damn.
So,
Alright.
thank you
Cheers.
for playing. I know that was a rough one. Not most players don't get a rough start like that. That was a really traumatizing start, but hopefully that will make you tougher
I
for
did.
future
I
games.
did not expect that. I did not. Oh, that was tough, man.
She had a traumatizing start. I had a traumatizing return.
She almost killed herself there. All right, so you make it home.
Alright.
Maybe you'll come back, maybe you won't. But thank you for playing. I hope you have fun. And
Yeah.
until next time.
Alright. Okay. That was
Nice to
nice,
meet you,
you
Chi.
guys.
Nice to see you guys again, Damien and Zira. That'll be the rest of
Alright.
our adventure tonight. Thank y'all for playing.
Oh, good
Thank you
night, man.
guys. Good
Good
night,
Enjoy
you
night.
your
guys.
weekend.
You're going to sleep.
Yeah, most of them are going
Bro,
to bed now.
are you going to bed, Deacon?
I'm probably not gonna go to bed right away, but probably will get us some sleep running our D&D game in the morning.
Yeah.
Best vacation ever.
Oh yeah, you're still in Japan, right?
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
I'm
Wait,
thinking
what time
maybe
you
I'm
gonna
gonna
wake up
go
for D&D?
visit a different country this winter.
Come to Malaysia.
Malaysia? I was thinking Malaysia or the Philippines. Maybe find a girlfriend for once, but nah, I'm
Fuck
not sure yet.
Philippines, come to Malaysia.
Malaysia? Alright. I was thinking either
We
there or
will we will
Korea.
go for
So
drinking.
I already tried dating some Japanese girls out here. It did not work out at all.
Why? What's wrong with them?
Uh, that's more like what's wrong with me. They all like usually like dump me because I'm always playing D&D and they don't play it. So D&D over
Actually,
everything. So
So
we
yeah,
value
you
the
should
time with the
definitely
boys.
dump them if they don't play D&D with you.
yeah, I try to get them to play with me, but they end up always saying they're
Akin,
busy. So
Akin, you have a girlfriend candidate right here.
what? All right.
I
Thank
think.
you all for playing. Have a good night, and until next time, I'm gonna head out.
Have a good
Good
night.